Welcome back to Riding Bikes in San Diego. We are on Montezuma approaching Colwood in a really nice big buffered painted bike lane. There are flex posts on it, but it's actually a pretty quiet ride. Also, incidentally, it's the only way to get from Fairmount east in the whole city. You got no infrastructure on El Cajon Boulevard, University, Monroe, or any of the other streets that go in that direction. University is also like at least 2 miles away, and there was lots of hills involved, but whatever. This morning, what I want to show you is that, well, riding a bike can be faster than driving a car in a city, and that's one of the things that we always keep in mind around here. And also, they added the missing flex posts that were on this freshly painted bike lane on Montezuma. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that while I appreciate the fresh paint, I don't think that this is actually adequate. For one thing, paint is not protection. For another thing, uh, there's still all this brush and growth on the side of the lane that is just going to overgrow, especially as spring approaches. But for now, they did put in the flex post. A few weeks ago, when this was first opened up, they only had a flex post every third base, but it looks like they got around to putting them all in, and that's on both sides, both the north and southbound, or eastbound and westbound rather. More uphill, downhill. We're on the uphill portion right now, and you can see how the paint that is there when there is a bit of paint straddles the texture change in the bike lane. But all of these drivers, I don't know what the construction's for, but all of these drivers are moving pretty slowly. They're pretty backed up, and that's what happens. This is just the way things go in a city. The bummer is that this is also going to delay the bus that also comes up here, but maybe not. You know, it inches the way it inches, and it actually does move pretty quickly. I know I said earlier in the video that I'm going to pass a bunch of drivers, but we're actually moving at about comparable speeds. I would say I go probably about, I don't know, 8 miles an hour up this hill. I don't know. I don't keep track. I don't have a computer that I can see when I'm riding. I do ride with the Strava though, and I'm kind of curious. Do any of you track your rides? Do you like tracking rides? Is it important to track rides? I just do it because I like to gamify the fitness, I guess. And riding the bike is how I get my exercise every day and every week. But yeah, it looks like there's some kind of construction going on over here. So hopefully they'll make it better. Hopefully they'll be done with it fairly quickly. And my hope is that even though they put the bike lane on the downhill side, on the westbound side, they didn't touch any pavement over there. So I do kind of wonder if they're going to get around to that one of these days. But we'll see. The green paint picks up over here, and the traffic is moving faster. So from here we are going to cross over this 54th, and then any flex posts and all that stuff just goes away, and it just becomes the old paint on this last little stretch of hill. And those who ride this way know that when you get to the top of this and get to 55th, it really flattens out, and then you're in the college area. And the college area is a place where a lot of people ride bikes, skateboard, a lot of pedestrian usage, but the road still seems to be designed primarily for drivers and their cars, and the convenience that they have often takes precedent over our safety. So hopefully that gets better one of these days. Maybe they can extend all that construction to do something with this so that that physical barrier can move over. But we're going to think about that while we drive less and ride a bike. Thanks.